my name is Leanne, so I'm going to be your midwife today with you throughout this antenatal class. Can you just introduce yourself to me and tell me about your pregnancy, what stage you're in?
My name's Zara. I'm 28 weeks pregnant, and this is my first pregnancy, which is really super exciting.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So this is your first pregnancy. How are you
Yeah.
feeling? Are you nervous?
I'm super nervous, but really, really excited too.
Yeah. It's all
plan
very
everything.
exciting. There's a lot of changes and stuff that's going to happen, but it's very, very exciting time, and it's understandable to be nervous as well. This is your first time, but we're all here to help you through, so I hope everything goes well for you. Now, can you tell me just maybe a little bit about your birth plan, what is important to you, and maybe a little bit about if you have any plans for breastfeeding, if you've got a breastfeeding plan?
Well, my birth plan currently is to have a completely physiologically vaginal birth, because I really don't want any medical interventions if I can help it, because I'm really invested in the long-term health of my baby. In regards to breastfeeding, I'm not sure if I'm going to really do it for that long, or maybe even at all. I might just kind of formula feed from the start.
Okay. So, yeah, that's great that you've got a birth plan in place and you want to make sure that everything is medication free, which is lovely. And your breastfeeding plan then, so you're not 100% sure at the minute whether or not you're going to breastfeed, and you feel like maybe formula feeding might be the way for you, is that right?
Yeah, I've read some of the formula feeding benefits kind of on the internet, and it just is aligning with what I want. Like, I can sleep better and the baby's happier, and I'm really I want a happy, healthy baby.
Absolutely, as do we all. We all want a happy, healthy baby, and we want our sleep, which is completely understandable. Can you tell me, do you know much about breastfeeding? Have you had any experience in your family, any friends, family that's had breastfeeding before?
Not really, but my mum has said that it's really painful. She stopped breastfeeding on day 2.
Okay.
And so I don't really
It just
know.
wasn't for her,
No,
was it not?
no, it was super painful, and she's saying she didn't produce enough milk, so I don't want my baby to be hungry.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want baby to be hungry. And, you know, people do have different experiences. Everybody has a different experience. And yes, breastfeeding can be painful at times. There is ways to overcome that, but we can discuss that maybe later throughout our conversation. But I just want to establish, do you know any of the benefits of breastfeeding? Have you had any information regarding that? No?
Not really.
Okay. Would you be open to discussing that with me today if I just give you a little bit of background?
Yeah, definitely. If there's some benefits to it, I'd like to hear them.
Absolutely, okay. So first of all, there's benefits for both mum and baby regarding breastfeeding. So in terms of mum, it can prevent cancers down the line, such as breast cancer and ovarian cancer. So it does, that is an extraordinary thing that it can do. Long-term effects with baby, it can prevent or decrease the risk of type 2 diabetes and obesity later in life. It also can help form connections later in life and help with behaviour throughout life as well. But one of the most important benefits of breastfeeding is the skin-to-skin bond that you have with baby, and it can help with oxytocin levels, which is one of the things that can actually help with postnatal depression. Are you aware of postnatal depression at all and what that is?
No, but it sounds like it's really beneficial to all those things, which is really interesting, because I thought probably the formula feeding was better.
Yeah, look, I can understand why you'd feel that way. I mean, there is a lot of social media information around formula feeding and how it can actually help with baby. And babies do get nutrients from formula feeding, but research has shown that breast actually provides a lot more. It also provides baby with important nutrients and immunity properties as well, so that helps fight off infections for baby, especially in the early stages of life and throughout their life really. So it is very beneficial, and if that is something that you were willing to think about, because I know you had said that you would maybe breastfeed, but you wouldn't maybe do it for a long period of time. Can you tell me how long you actually were thinking about breastfeeding for?
I probably wouldn't do it more than a month.
A month.
But that's
okay.
if I do it at all. I still might just formula feed.
Yeah, okay. That's absolutely fine. So you did say that you had struggles, your mum had struggles with breastfeeding before, and that she did have a lot of pain whenever she was breastfeeding. Is that maybe one of your main fears?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not very good with pain. I really
Yeah.
don't want it to be painful.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, there is ways that we can try and overcome those challenges and struggles. Would you like me to discuss that with you today?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely open to hearing about it.
Okay, so in regards to having a painful experience, the ways that we could overcome that is ensuring baby is latched completely to the breast properly. So that will decrease the risks of decrease the risks of you having the pain and maybe feeling like baby is chewing on the nipple. So what we can do to help with that is after birth, whenever you move up to the postnatal ward, the midwives and the lactation consultant can come around and help you establish a proper latch, which in turn can prevent that from happening, from having those cracked nipples. And there's also things that we can use in between feeds, such as nipple creams, and that will just help keep the nipple nice and moist and prevent it from cracking. Other ways we can overcome the struggles, I suppose, would be position. So you want to make sure that you are in a position that's comfortable for you and comfortable for you to feed baby, and you want to make sure baby's in the most appropriate position so that they get the correct latch. I suppose something else we could touch about would be expressing. Do you know much about expressing milk?
Not really.
Not really, no. So in terms of expressing, again, the lactation consultant would be able to go through this in great detail for you, but expressing would be able to give you a bit more freedom as such, so that you have milk already there for you and waiting. And that can be kept in the fridge for a period of time. And what mothers tend to do is they actually label the express milk, because research has been able to show that milk that's expressed at nighttime actually has higher levels of melatonin, which actually helps with baby's sleep rhythm. And it's been shown that babies that are breastfed, they actually have better sleep without being formula fed. So I know that's important to you.
Yeah, sleep's really important to me.
Sleep's really important. How do you feel having that as an option?
Yeah, it sounds like a really good option. I've definitely got a lot to think about.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. I know we've covered a lot of information, but has it not necessarily changed your mind, but has it made you more open to breastfeeding?
Yeah, I'm definitely more open to it. I'll take some resources and look
Yeah,
over it myself,
absolutely.
and then come to a decision maybe with
Perfect.
my birthing plan next appointment.
Perfect. Would you like me to give you any resources today to take home and maybe?
Yes, please. That would be
Yeah?
great.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So I'll give you these leaflets, and there is a website that you could go on in your own time. It's called Australian Breastfeeding Association, and they've got a lot more information there, and you'll be able to go through that in your own time. And maybe on your next visit we can discuss it in more detail. and we'll take it from there. How do you feel about
Yeah,
that?
that sounds good to me.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
It was lovely to meet you,
Yeah,
and
nice to meet you as
hopefully
well.
we'll see you again very soon.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome.